What do we say? Mission accomplished. That's what we say. Mission accomplished for the gold. I actually wanted to tell people to sell in the morning before I just decided let's just break a little bit of silence before we just do anything. What do we say? This is amazing. You remember us just assisting at 65, at a 265. That was our exit. Now there was a lot of reasons. I think is because of this zone here that made us now to assist from this market. What is happening to the gold? Actually, gold is moving. Gold is very predictable. Even compared to other pairs. I don't know why people normally fear this. Yep. Rastus is asking whether I'm in a trend. I think I'm not ready right now. We closed our trend very early in the morning, so I'm not in any trend at the moment. I'm just checking the market to see how things are really doing. Remember, for those who are live early in the morning, we are just doing like our normal time, that is 10 a.m. We were just doing a recap. We just did a recap on that, yeah, to just check on how things were really doing. Yeah, as well, I was checking on the news for those who are just following the CPI. How many people normally check on these data? Actually, how many do you check on the CPI? Because CPI just turned negative the last 10 minutes ago. Last 10 minutes, I think it is the one that caused all these prices to move the way that you can see right there. We are talking about 2.3 here. Let's see core CPI right there, 2.3, 0.2. Let's just check on the CPI so that I can just give you some info there and why it's appearing like that. Then we can proceed on this. I think that is what I wanted to check more on, that the CPI. I think I'll be showing you how it's actually going to be pushing the prices of you look how the prices was actually doing. This is gold. Just look at that after this push. But what we can say is that gold, apart from this, you see this is actually a very strong support demand zone that we see here. Look at that. After going to achieve 36, now is trying now to go back again. I'll be showing you some information that may support that in the long run. But nowadays we say the Trump thing is doing all the things compared to the CPI. So if maybe you want to check on let me even check on the calendar here on you can check calendar here. You see, when the inflation is you see when the inflation is normally coming, when the inflation is just coming down, like the way you can see right now, we are talking about these values that you see here. This is a trending view. Okay, let me put it clearly. This is Wednesday. Let me. We have this one. This is the most important one because now inflation is standing at 2 point. This is actually so they may be causing a cut rate for the interest rate, and is always up negative towards the dollar. Those who want to know and understand things about CPI, the reason I always get tired of talking about CPI and those things is because I think I have done a class on fundamental analysis, checking all those names and now analyzing and telling you how they really work, because they are very simple, straight to the point. But for those who are serious now, nowadays we are really checking on Trump is making all the moves, man. Just look how the CPI is not done. Everything was negative here, but you see the move was not that big. Let's see how the dollar index, we expect it to move it down. Let's see the reaction towards the DXY. And just look at that. I think the move is not that big. If you actually do a right analysis, if you do just correct analysis, if you do your analysis correctly and in a very nice way, I think most of the time what you're going to be getting is even the news itself is going to be aligning to your strategy. So like CPI and all that. More so, let's just see where we expect this to go up to. I think we can identify this. Let's just identify first of all. So for those who remember, I just want to mention this for the last time. This was our entry here. The market was here and we are waiting for the prices to come in, and then we bought all the way up. Now you can see it's trying to do some corrections here. Let's see maybe a possible way for we are still on a bull run. For this one, it might be moving up, the same thing that we have seen on the side of gold. Gold might continue moving down, because if you just go to like 4-hour time frame and all that, you can see clearly that we are on the downtrend. Because it really failed. It's actually testing the most important point. Let me see the point that we are talking about here. We are talking about 1.102. so that might think after this, because you can see these come small reactions here. So if this price is going to be moving down, then for these for this DXY, we are going to be talking about this zone here. So that zone is the one that's going to be more important for the DXY at the moment. So that is the prices that we may get from there, right? So we might be getting this coming all the way down here, but that is going to be the first thing. At least you can see we have a gap that was created today in the morning. So but you have to observe this. Before, maybe there are some people I told them that make sure that you check on the zone before you enter. Never enter position, especially just like this. So what we are going to do is to go to 1 hour time frame, so that we can see clearly what type of candles that are being formed. So what is going to be very important now, I think, is this zone here. If we break this, then it means that at least these prices we're going to be observing this. We break these ones downside, and let me see how many candles we have from this market opening closing. So this candle opened at 3 p.m. now it's just remaining like 13 minutes. We have another candle that is going to be opening up, and let's see whether it's going to be crossing above this. If it break this, then it means we're going to be moving up either two ways. It's either to when you use the formula of the breakouts, it's going to work, of course. So I'll expect when this we get a breakout once this position, then our next target we might be getting, because still we are on the bullish run, then we might be getting the market moving this and then moving on the upper side. And of course this is going to be tested again before maybe we get breakout there. So these are the regions to observe on the DXY, and it's going to be bringing the impact the same to the gold, because I think now because now the dollar is, the US dollar is actually affecting some movement towards the gold, as you can see, as you can tell. Now as this DXY continues to move down, what you can see is the prices for gold, the prices for gold or might continue to move up probably to that 250 before now we get another move. Let me open another chart here so that we can be comparing between these two. So if you were asking about if I was in a gold trend, I closed mine alive. I closed mine, and I said if we hit the TP, I think I'll be so much relaxed this week, because we hit and almost a whole week target, and I think that was so amazing. But still, we are in the market. Tomorrow again we are live, we'll be trading again. I think today we just did a recap of that, but I think even today we could have actually gotten a very nice signal, because our exit was another entry of 65 was another entry. That's why I closed, because I realized that we might be getting the market now coming to the positions of which now it's actually did magic at the place, and that was so amazing. That was very, very, very amazing from that point. Okay, I want to check on something here. Let's check on, it's almost the time as well. Nasdaq is moving so fast, but remember it achieved 22,000. Nasdaq might be testing that as well, 22,000, but I'll be showing you how. I wanted to check on what was that. Yeah, let me open another chart here. We'll share. When I say reaction, every time I'm talking about reaction, what I mean is that the market normally comes and tests a very important zone, and that is what normally happens. Testing the zone like this one, just look like this. So if you go to like let's say it's 15-minute time frame, if you go for example like 15 minutes time frame, you're going to be seeing these things clearly. Let me just go to like, let's touch on 15-minute time frame, and you're going to be seeing something here. Look at that. So this was just a testing point reaction. You see, like for example, when you touch something that is probably very hot, okay, or maybe you test something that is very bitter, you know, on a stoker too, you get shocked. That is what happened here. Just look at this, and I think by moving this, it's making, I want to check on let's check on, It's just reading the market. Is it psychology? I think psychology, market psychology. Let's see in the same time frame what is the movement, and that's how you know whether it's being moved by the index or not. The dollar index being moved by dollar or not. When you look, there's some of things that I want to mention here. When you don't have a clear move like to buy or sell, if you are a scalper, most of the time what you have to do is you can be checking what is happening with unless if we don't have a lot of geopolitical events that are happening that might cause the demand for. Actually, those who are watching, just make sure that you like I think if all of you just like this would be amazing. Just like this video before we proceed. As I mentioned what I'm saying here now, look at this. So this is moving down, but look at what is happening to this is moving up. So it's gaining strength. So it is pushing the prices of it is pushing these prices. So prices have gone down. So I say number one, this is not their entry. So if, unless maybe you are a scalper and you are just, this is for scalpers. Okay, this is for scalpers. This is for swing traders. Okay, with this reaction, so all reactions belongs to scalpers, and the big move here belongs to traders, swing traders. Like myself, I don't like scalping, so most of the time I see these reactions and just leave them. Yeah, so that is for scalpers. You see how the market has reacted over there. So now we are waiting to see whether this market is going to move here, and this move that we see here is going to be for swing traders. Right, this is DXY. Remember, if it moves all the way just like this down, then it means that we are going to be pushing the prices for the gold at least upwards, probably at that point before the market proceeds to move on the downside. That is what I really expect from this, since I think we have already covered this move. If you really compare this big move that happened here, let's see. I don't want to work with that time frame again. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. Yep. So if you, let's just see something here. Yes, yeah, just look at this. This was already covered here. So if you're going to be having a bull market moving up, then I think this is it. We might be getting a very big one here. But remember as well, when you go to this point here, you might think about something else. So we just wait for the market to react. But of course, lazima ingekuwa na reaction hapa. You see, this is between 0.5 and 60, 61% and 50%. Positions in between. Let me just draw again and I'll show you, and how the market actually reacted in this position. So we are just using a very simple analysis on this. So okay, look at this. Buying position was here. Yeah, but just look what happened. The market touched all the way to 37, and now we are back to 44. Gold is back to 44. When you go to 15-minute time frame, you see it clearly here. This is what we are talking about. So every time maybe you are just going to be entering in 1 hour time frame, what you do for you to see whether it's going to be correct, because you can see this is just being like this is just a shadow. What you can do, just go to 15-minute time frame. Just go to 15-minute time frame there, and then you can just check this. So good. So I'm just going to give gold good patience from that after achieving these nice things here, because now between DXY and this, I think I have to see them aligning together, because they're all giving us different vibes and this is amazing as well. So this was achieved. Remember the reason we saying about this reaction here. This one is actually for reversal, and the reverse that we are talking about here is where we'll be having a long term towards. Let me show you something. I know I'm talking a lot of things, so don't get confused. I'm still doing analysis for this, trying to bring sense. We are trying to bring sense, just slow by slow. You know why? This big, our target that, remember this TP, our last TP that we took from this point here. This was our long term. This was actually a long term exit, but being it a long term exit, tulikuwa tuna focus wapi? We were focusing on this. When this market hit this target, is going to be going all the way down again. Because if you go, for example, in a 4-hour time frame, that is what you're going to be saying. Yeah, you see that. But inside that, there are a lot of things that are really happening there. Remember, we have big players, we have small players, so you have to know where you fit in. So if you're selecting like 4-hour time frame and you want to trade on the 4-hour time frame on gold, things are not going to be going good for you, because you might have entered a sell around that area, which is 64, 65, and make money all the way to 37. You could have made a quite good amount of money there, but just look at those small reactions there. I know not all of us have that big amount of money to put kind of risk. So my question to you is, do you really know how to align time frames? Like, do you know how to align time frames? Like, can you align time frames? Like, you say you are working with 1 hour and you can make money from that, because I know there are so many people who can lose a lot of money because or the market gives you mixed signals. Ushaisikia mambo ya mixed signals? Nakuwa confused. I know that is hiyo inapatanga watu wengi sana off guard. Market inakwambia buy, hii time frame mwingine inakwambia sell. So what do you have to do? Buy, sell, buy, sell. Like, for example, if you look at this market, I've really shown you that, because I really don't analyze more. I analyze more from 4-hour time frame, even on daily time frame. If you go to that, you're going to be seeing something different. But it's very simple. What type of trend are you? What type of trade are you? Yo. nakuwa na hang ama ni nini shida? Am I like I don't know whether ni kuhang ama ni nini. What is happening? So long time frame, long term plan. The long term plan might be going back to test the zone. That is the long term plan. The long term plan, we might be moving back there. Yeah, we might be moving back there. But how many days do you have really to wait for you to achieve that? What you have seen is us making money daily, like 24 hours. We are out, we are in, we are out, and that is the game. You don't need to keep trending all the time. You just need some quality trend and then you are okay. Not all the time ukiona kitu hivi unaingia kwa market. Every time unaona kitu hivi unaingia tu kwa market. No. I think we are supposed to make this big as well. There's live stream because now I want to make this a big one so that we can become live every day, so that we can have that energy of coming back live every day. We need to build this to be big. This is actually not part 6, but this is part 7. Part 7 of this. Okay, what is the short term? Because if I just do that, I know there are some people going to say, hey, gold is going to go this, gold is going to move that way. Okay. Let's see what is happening with the DXY. Let's see whether it's going to get to a position that we were talking about. That is what I will be waiting to see. Let's see how our confidence is. Yeah, just look at that. They were starting to move up, and I said always avoid buying from this. The market might move. Let's even check on how much time frame is this. Let's just check even on 15-minute time frame, because there was a very big candle that was formed there, but the market started moving down like that. So if you go to 15-minute time frame, what happened? Look at that. Look at this. So you see this one, I told you that this is a very big real. Never ignore this. Very reactive. All scalpers, they know these things. Avoid always. Now what is going to be happening here is we're waiting to see whether we're going to be getting a break towards downside. This is DXY, and my point, I'm waiting to see whether we can get, if we get throughout this. Now you see how scalpers, the reason they are called scalpers is because their entries are very just few minutes and then you're out. Like this one, look at this, from one this all the way to that one, then you are just out. You are out. Just make sure that you are out, and that is what is called scalping. So if you are scalping, make sure that you don't hold a position for so long. Just a scalp and go. Few minutes, just that's like that. 30 minutes is long. Just 2 minutes, 5 minutes. If your entries were not good, make sure that you exit. Now I'm waiting for the market now to at least to see whether it's going to come to this area here, and for the dollar now, at least when we have this break towards this position, now we can be talking. And how is it going to be affecting the gold prices? I think it's going to be creating a green one. 45, probably 50. That is what we signed. It might be moving towards 50 marks there before. So we are joking with the market. Is it joking? Ama ni kuplay? We are playing with the market. So I'm going to okay. I wanted to say something, but it's already done. we are playing with the market. So I want to open a platform here, and before, first of all, let's just observe. I can even open two chart. I think I'm using window. What window? This is window 10, window 11. Hey, look at that. Did I tell you that this is going to be breaking yet? Look at this. You people, you really listen to this, because these things are very simple like that. Do you really get this? So I want you to observe this clearly. I want you to observe this clearly of what is going to be happening. This is just playing with the market. It's a few things here and then you're good. I'm waiting for this market to come between. Let me even reduce this position to this. I know this is not a very long distance, but I want you to observe on this. What did I say about the gold? What did I say about the gold? I said gold is going to be moving to 50. Let's see if we got around. It's going to be moving to 50 because already this is moving down. But you see, there's no big effect between the DXY and gold. It's not that much affecting. Yeah, but you see the break must, of course, a reaction, but a breakout. Yeah, so might be moving all the way to this area here. You see this region is going to be achieved right there. This is the region that we are targeting. We are targeting that region. So let me come back to wait for that. Yo. I really love this. Let's see. We don't really have. I up this closes below this. Okay. I have this closes above the mark here. Up you're going to be closing above the mark there, so that at least we can see something amazing happening. That is going to be awesome. That will be very awesome. Yes, that will be so amazing if you get those points. The market coming all the way, but you just look at this. Okay. It's trying to joke right there. Yeah, but just look at the break here. Yeah. If for those who know the rules, we have a lot of rules that we really have to follow. I don't know how to explain this. we have a lot of rules when it comes to this, the market breaking, continuing to the direction. The rules are many. Rules are so many. So we are not worried. We're not worried when the market actually does all these things. Yeah, let's just wait. I think these candles, this is just a 15-minute time frame. 4 p.m. is going to be closing in the next 2 minutes. So let's see whether it's going to be close. Actually, in the next 2 minutes, if it just closes that way, then something else might be happening. Let's see. When you see 4:15, and then let's see how it's going to be closing. But more so, I like concentrating on 1 hour time frame. I like 1 hour time frame. Also, this see how this is going to be closing. You know, this might turn to be something else. It can turn to be a dragonfly. Yeah, it can turn to be a dragonfly. It can turn to be a dragonfly. Yeah, it's very possible. Yeah, but that is the DXY. This is dollar index on what we are waiting to see from this market. What else? Dollar, what is happening to the gold? Just you see, the reason I was not trading gold today is because the move is not that impressive. I'm not happy with the move today, but at least I closed my trades at 32.65. 32.65. You can go and watch that live. We and open those positions at the 32.07. Was not that amazing. 32.07. Yeah. Okay. Uh my brother, I think my sound is okay. I hope you can hear me right now. I think I'm loud enough, right? Let me just confirm if I'm loud. You can just confirm right now. Yes, yes. And DXY is playing, right? See, closing of the candles. You see, I just told you that can stand to be. Yeah, but there's a break here. Closing of the candle is more important as well. How is going to be closing? Yeah, it's trying to push the price of gold down because of this positive. Yeah, but I think we have still. I'm very positive we might be coming to this zone. Unless, yeah, we might be coming to that before reaction. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm going at 32.38. Let's see what the candle is going to be closing here. This is I don't think whether I'm giving out signals. I'm just analyzing the market. If you want to take risk, is up to you right now. I'm done with the trends today until tomorrow. bro. So if you're watching this, do you really expect that to happen? Because I know so many people are waiting to see, because there's a candle that was formed right there, and then we're just saying, "Hey, bro, this time you're wrong." Okay, this time you're wrong. Now, I like buy limits most of the time, sell limit. They're good. You have to wait, but I think it's a difficult second because you need to be hard. You need to have a lot of patience when you're doing this. Now just look at that. We're just waiting for just a small move, and then we're going to be seeing how the market is going to be reacting from this. It's just a game. The game is about to start. Let's see how it's going to be. What did I say about gold? I said 50. I don't know whether we can achieve that before we hit this, because if we are going to be hitting this and this price start moving up, then I don't think whether you're going to be having a stop. This is no stop. The market might be moving all the way up. Even gold is actually going even to drop more. So the time we'll be hitting this, as you can see, as you can tell right now, yeah, from this position here all the way to this point here for the DXY is big. It's very big. So the moment we'll be hitting that, our entry here, as long it start touching that, we'll be good to go. Yeah, be good. Going to now be starting doing something else. Let me look for the DXY on my chart. I see whether we can have it. All right. Where you? When you see here, is a reaction. You see that reaction here? We're just waiting, just few, like a small move, just a small move there, and then so it's going to be amazing. But you saw right there reaction that I was talking about. Yeah, but the place that you are waiting for is as the market, I think, has to come to that point. In case it does not come to that point, then we say, okay, DXY, okay, have a good day. I'll see you again tomorrow for something else. We no entering early, no late. We just didn't high probability trends, and that's where we have high probability. That is what I'm focusing on now. So DXY, it's either you come to a position, we take some entries there, or you just shut up and be your own. We don't want you now. We can focus on something else. Yeah, you can move the way you want, but of course this timeline as well. This timeline as well. This timeline as well. We can't wait for this to, like, for example, some candles just start moving up, down, that way, this, and then it's just come to our position and then we enter. No. We want the market to keep on the same trend. If it just keeps the same trend like the way it is moving right now, and it touches our point, then we'll be okay to place some buys at that point. But from at the moment, we just chill and relax, enjoy coffee as we wait. Yeah, we just watch. Ours is just watching. We just watch to see if we have waited from this to that. For the DXY is actually different from gold that way. So I think when this DXY will be coming to 135 around this zone here, I think it might move. I think it might push the gold prices to move to 50. That is what I'm waiting to see. It might move the prices of gold to 50. Let's just wait and see when that time comes. Whether it's going to be like that way. If we hit 50, I think long term swing trading, not a scalping one, and position for the sale, I can just do for the gold, but not today, tomorrow. Let's see how the reaction is going to be right there. Of course, let's just give it time. Patience is the key. Seems so we got. It means that is a very big force out there that is making the prices not to obey while we are ready to move where we are expecting the price to come to. That has really changed, but I will still be waiting, but maybe not on this live, maybe tomorrow to see how the price will be reacting this. I want you to not much on these. So when you will be coming back tomorrow, so that we can see where these prices will be going and what we can be expecting from this. Tomorrow we are live streaming from 10 a.m. Ensure that you join from 10 a.m. From 10 a.m. we'll be live. You can actually type down tech and you see us here. Ensure that you subscribe and like, and more so make sure that you click the notification bell. If you click the notification bell, when I call live, you'll be notified on your phone that I'm live. All right, that is going to be simple. So ensure that that we will be observing to see, because now you can see if you had gone to like if you are selecting like 15-minute time frame, that could have changed something, because you can see now we are almost approaching the point where we are talking about. So tomorrow I'll see you again and we'll see what we can do right here. Tomorrow 10 a.m. ensure that you join us tomorrow 10 a.m. Natty FX, how are you doing? It's just you have come late, so see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Let's see how this market is going to be reacting from there. But you can see it's almost there. We're almost there. We were almost there. What's happening with the gold? What happened? The gold normally moved to that one, so we were waiting for 50. I don't think whether they achieved that, but how I seen is that we are in the bearish move and we might be continuing to move like that. So see you tomorrow for a fresh analysis, and we'll be seeing how the market will be moving from right there. So have a good night. It's already 4:50 p.m.